On this episode, we start building a 14 by 9 LED matrix. So I decided to build a 14 by 9 LED matrix using those WS2812B RGB LED strips. I measured the strips and decided on the spacing, and then went into Fusion 360 and did a quick mock-up of the design that I would use to export to a DXF for the laser cutter. Once I took it off the laser cutter, I gave it a quick sand and primed it with some Zinsser white. And then I painted one side with a Rust-Oleum silver. That didn't work out so well. I ended up wanting to paint it in black, but didn't have any black spray paint on hand. So what I did was found some acrylic paint that I was able to brush on there. It's not great, but it does the job. Then it was time to get the LEDs on the board. I tried hot gluing the first strip, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. The LEDs just didn't sit flat enough for me, so I took that off and used some super glue to glue the remaining LEDs to the board. Then I just needed to solder up all the ends of the strips in a snake pattern, starting from the bottom left and moving my way up to the top. Once that was done, it was off to give it a test. I decided to use a Wemos D1 with the WLED software to drive the LEDs. One thing I noticed right away was that I wasn't happy with the brightness of the LEDs and the lack of diffusers, so I decided I had to do something about that. Since I didn't have a big enough print bed to print the panel all in one go, I had to print it in two 7 by 9 panels. I used Fusion 360 to design a quick matrix, and then when I brought it over to Simplify 3D, I used that to slice the file. And when I printed it, I printed the first 3 layers in white and then the subsequent layers in black. Then it was just a matter of hot gluing the 2 panels in a few spots onto the backer board and testing it out. It did an excellent job of diffusing all the LED lights. I'm quite happy with it, and now off to doing some animations, and we'll have a part 2. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Are you still there? Well, hey, since you stuck around, I'll show you a sneak peek of some of the animations that I've got in store here. These are some of the stock WLED animations. Nothing too fancy. Kind of cool. And here are some animations created with Jinx software. These are some of the fire and plasma and raindrops and meatballs and all sorts of different animations. What's cool is you can record these animations and then play them back to WLED through the UDP real-time protocol. I wrote a quick Node.js application that reads that binary file and sends it to WLED through UDP and allows me to play back all sorts of cool animations. I've been playing with some software called LED Studio that I found on SourceForge, and I can create animations frame by frame. I want to put some of those animations to use and use this kind of like an alert board that I can call different animations from Node-RED for my home automation system. Anyhow, see ya.